I'll say one thing. It's a touchy throttle, little bastard. Or adjustment on the idle speed and all of that. Idle mixture does not take much. You guys who've been following the channel will recognize instantly this is Bryan's 028 AV Woodboss. Is it fixed? I don't know. I'm hopeful. Let me put it that way. So what we've done is got the aftermarket cylinder and piston out. Probably nothing wrong with this piston at all. I don't think it's the same size as the original. Now, I am no Stihl expert. I'll be the first one to admit that. But there's all these big bore kits floating around out there. Yeah. Oh no, this is the same size. What I put on there was marked as a 46 millimeter, and this is a 46 millimeter, so it is the same size. Whatever, I was able to source a good used piston and cylinder that's OEM from Stihl. It's got the original mall markings on it. You can see there's plenty of compression. And obviously by the mess on my bench, she's oiling just fine, especially at full throttle. But it's got more bark, it's got more snap than I've felt with it at any time before. And yeah, it'll hold that high rev. Now, will it hold it in a chunk of firewood? I don't know. We're going to find out though. I'm going to take this to the firewood hill tomorrow. And I don't know what I'm going to cut, but I'm going to find something and we're going to figure it out. Hey everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. We're on the hill, and as I promised, we're going to find out if the 028 AV Woodboss is ready to go. I've used it a little bit today, and I'm extremely encouraged. So we're looking at some fur here. This is very dead, very cured. No moisture left into it, so it's fairly hard. It's not a hard wood, but when it comes to needle-bearing trees, dry dug fir is about as hard as you're going to get. So, at least around here. So let's find out how she does. I'm down with that. The idle isn't quite as consistent as I'd like yet. It's still trying to die out, so I may have it a little tiny rich on the low side. Or it may be a true quirk with that carburetor, but whatever. She has torque now. You can see some of these cuts were actually through knots. And that's about what I would expect out of, what is this thing, a 40, I can't remember now, 44, 48 cc, somewhere in there, I believe. Might be the 50 cc class, whatever. It's cutting about like I would expect a Stihl of that size to cut. So, it was that cylinder. The aftermarket cylinder had a problem with the port timing. I don't have appropriate tools to measure that. You know, to measure the distance from the deck of the cylinder to the, you know, the ports, the beginning and the end. And visually I couldn't see anything, but yeah, obviously it made a difference. So what we were cutting on, this old Doug fir here, we skidded up from across the creek, and my buddy in the background's running the leaf blower, blowing our garbage back down. But we drug them initially up with my old Badland winch there. And for the record, that's what happens when you hit a deer at 50 miles an hour. Knocked my damn fog light out and crunched the bumper in a little bit, so I'm gonna let Allstate replace that for me. They say I'm in good hands with Allstate, we'll find out. Here's the drag trail. And this was truly amazing. I should have set the damn camera up and videoed some of this coming up the hill. But initially we drove the truck all the way down by the creek bottom here. And you can see where the drag marks start. Way the hell over there. So we used the truck to drag them down the hill to the edge of the creek, put the chain on, and then used the winch with the truck basically in the nose of the truck right where I'm at, and drug them up the hill. Now you can't get a good sense of how steep this is unless you're looking at it, but it's a hell of a drop off. I was using the winch line to help pull my butt back up the hill. So yeah, we got them to the edge here, then hitched them to the truck and took them up there. So anybody who's thinking about that Badland winch from Harbor Freight, wait till it goes on sale for the $299 or $349. Highly recommend it.